What's up, YouTube? This is Rome Johnson, and I'm about to take you into my life. First and foremost, thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down low. Need all them subscribers I can get. But again, all the people who've been riding with us this entire time, thank you. Thank you for all the prayers, all the gifts, all the love, all the vibes. We appreciate it all. We thank you for all of it, and I'm just happy that we can roll something like this out and welcome you guys a little bit more into our lives. Growing up in the Seattle, Washington area, I was a huge sports fan, huge basketball fan, loved the Sonics, rest in peace. Huge Seahawks fan, go Hawks. Huge Mariners fan, even though we're no good and haven't made the playoffs. But again, this is my childhood. These were things that made me happy as a child. And not that my childhood was overly negative or anything like that, but the one thing that was missing was my father. It was empty. And so as I grow up and try to, become the father I aspire to be and Kalia needs me to be, I'm learning on the fly. I had very little examples of what a good, strong black father was growing up. Most of it I saw on TV with Carl Winslow from Family Matters and Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. So that was kind of like my idea of what a black father really is and does for their family. And so fast forward years later, just trying to figure things out. A lot of you know that we just welcomed our baby girl, Kalia Joy Johnson, back home from Seattle Children's Hospital. And, of course, I will get into it much later in a different video, but a lot of you know how tough it's been, both mentally and emotionally. But I can say that one of the main reasons why I was able to get through this situation and this season is because I have health issues of my own. I have an autoimmune liver disease and an autoimmune colon disease, and essentially both of those together, my 1 and 2 symptoms I feel all the time are nausea and fatigue. Every day I wake up, it feels like my battery is on 60 or 50%. So I'm already waking up at a deficit, which is kind of, in a way analogous to everything that's happened in my life. I just felt like there was always a deficit that I had to close, and this is, in turn what made me strong. And again, going through my own medical struggles, going through the hospital stays, all the medicine, I took my life into my own hands, just like we're gonna take my daughter into our own hands and ensure that she has everything that she needs to not only beat this syndrome, but to thrive and create her new normal. Because when it comes down to it, I'm one of those people that, to me, normal's over here, I live over here. I create my own normal. But lastly, as a new generation dad, I want to show, it's okay to be vulnerable with your kids. It's okay to be vulnerable as a man, not even as a black man, just as a man in general. All you hear growing up is men don't cry, men don't worry, men have to be strong. But the strongest thing you can do is to really be weak when you need to. The strongest thing you can do is ask for help. The strongest thing you can do is to open your heart and open yourself up to someone. I have primary sclerosing cholangitis of the liver, which is the same condition that NFL Hall of Famer running back Walter Payton passed away with. And essentially, the bile ducts in my liver, they shrunk, and they do not produce bile well to be able to break down things and spread through my body. So I'm always feeling fatigue, most of the time always nauseous. But I'm here standing up trying to figure it out. And my colon, inflammatory bowel disease, this is a byproduct of my liver bile ducts not operating properly. And so as I try to navigate, through my own 2 diseases, being immunocompromised, and then on top of that, everything else, constant trips to the hospital and just being out in the world, it's tough. And so I'm just opening up my channel to show that, in a lot of senses, I'm the anomaly. I, again, came from a divorced family, and statistics say I shouldn't have graduated college, or I shouldn't have a master's degree, or I shouldn't be running my own business. I shouldn't work for the companies that I've worked for. But at every turn and every path, I decided that I'm going to be better than what the norm is for that particular thing. I'm going to be the first person to be everything I'm dealing with. I'm the first person to go to therapy, and I'm okay outwardly talking and admitted that going to therapy was one of the biggest, bestest decisions of my life. Changed everything. So much pent up growing up that I kept in, and I was able to liberate myself just by going to therapy. When, society says don't tell people your business, or black culture says you're crazy if you go to a psychiatrist or get therapy. And so I'm here to combat all of that, but not only that, just bring y'all along on my new generation dad journey. Another thing that I left out, that really into fashion and feeling well, and the backstory behind why I'm into clothes and looks, and it's basically the cognitive benefits of dressing up. So you have to realize that during different seasons, my liver disease in particular, flares up different ways. So in the wintertime, I have extreme chilling like underneath my skin, and it's really, really hard for me to get warm. In the summertime, I'm radiating with heat. And so the place that fashion and clothes comes in, it's those garments make me feel a sense of comfort, a sense of security in a way, where I put this soft t-shirt on my body, and I'm forgetting about everything that I'm dealing with internally just by how it's making me feel. I put on this extra thick cotton hoodie in the winter time, and just I feel, can't even explain it. I feel safe, I feel better. And so I'm here again to tell these stories, to tell and be open, honest, and transparent about all of it. So I can't wait to continue this. I know the first one, a little bit rough, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get some animation in there, and we're gonna be on. So again, please subscribe. Thank you for coming to my channel. And if there's something specific y'all want me to cover, let me know in the comments. I got you next time. Peace.